Hi everybody, it's Christina from Card Making Magic. Today we're going to be working with a selection of dies and stamps from the two collections from Card Making Magic. So these are items from the 6x6 collection and this is the Love and Marriage editions. So we also have the stamp set from the Love and Marriage editions set plus the stencil, and we'll use the Verses from the Verses collection. So my colour scheme for today is going to be white for my card base and my box, and then I'm using a very pale lilac and a very pale lemon. So today I'm starting with the box and I'm going to cut this in white. So I've taken the box part to the die and I have cut this twice. Now you need to decide which one of these pieces, and it doesn't matter because they're both exactly the same, but which one is going to be the front of your box. And then in this we're going to inlay the circle. So with the fancy nesting circles, I always count die number 1 as the smallest. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dies in this set. So I'm taking die number 6 and I'm going to lay it into the centre of my card, and I'm going to run that through my die cutting machine. Now because this die has no cutting edge around the end, the outside circle, that will leave the pattern in your card for you. With the piece that's going to be the back, you're trimming off all these top portions and you're taking the bottom 2 flaps off there. And then we can start to stamp both of these pieces. I've chosen the 3 sentiments that I want to add to my card. So I have today, tomorrow, always, love, health and happiness to you both, and Mr. and Mrs. And I'm going to stamp these in my pale inks. So I have Shaded Lilac and Squeeze Lemonade. Now with the 2 colours, I'm just randomly stamping over my boxes the patterns that I want. Then staying with the 2 colours, I'm going to use the stencil and I'm going to use the hearts, and I'm just going to add these in a random fashion over the card with the 2 colours. So if you flip them over, then on the inside of this one you're going to add a piece of acetate, and I'm going to use some red line tape to hold that in place. You want your box to look neat from the front, you're going to add your glue or your tape to these outside flaps. So there's the one on the bottom, the one on either side, and then when these are added, all the folds to the box will be on the back. Make sure that your tape is on the outside edges so that that will hold your box together. When you're joining your box, you need to make sure that these outside edges are level. And so to add it to the other side, I'm just folding it over and I'm making sure that that is level before I press it down. And now to make sure that this fold comes to the back, I'm turning it around and I'm going to push in the 2 flaps, fold down the first one and then remove the tape from this, and there all your folds are on the back of your box. Now I would normally create my boxes with a wet glue, but as long as you use a good strong tape, that box is not going to split, because the last thing you want to do is give that to someone and the box fall apart. So there is the box element now. We're ready to decorate that when we've created the card. So back to the die cutting. We've taken the card making element from the box set, and I've folded an A4 piece of card in half and then placed my die over the top. I've kept the non-cutting edge over the fold, and that will give me a nice even base to work on. Then with the trellis, the shell trellis, I've taken the outer die and I have cut myself a yellow mat, and then using both dies together I've cut another mat that will sit on the front of the yellow one, and that will give me the shell pattern. Staying with the nesting circles, I've taken die number 5 and die number 7 and I've added them to some lilac card, and I have deliberately offset these dies so that I get an uneven shaped frame for my card. From the Love and Marriage die set, I've taken the heart and I've cut that 3 times, and they're all going to be layered together to give a nice solid base. Then I've taken the lock and the key, and again I've cut those 3 times and layered them together. To line the inside of the card, I've taken the outer edge to the trellis die and I've cut myself a yellow mat. Then using the stitched edge from the box set, I have cut it in lilac. And then using the scalloped edge from the box set, I've cut a mat in white. And then I've taken one of the verses that says "To 2 very special people" from the verses set, and I have stamped and embossed it on this card. So because I have the lock and the key in gold, I'm tying everything in with the gold card. So I've taken the "On Your Special Day" and I have cut that 3 times and layered it together. Then with the stand, I've cut 1 layer in white, and then with the filigree layer I've cut 2 in gold card, and they are going to layer onto my stand, 1 on the back and 1 on the front. That will tie things together, it will strengthen the stand, and it will make it look really attractive from any angle. Cloth and just buff up the gold card to remove any of the glue marks that are on it, and that will bring the shine back to your card. And the last little piece of die cutting is from green card. I've taken this piece from the box set and I have cut that, and I'm going to cut one of them in half to give me some leaves to go around my flowers. finished card, complete with its box and its own matching stand. This is one done in a similar style but with a different colour scheme. So here is another look at the items that I've used, and they're from the dies and stamps and stencils from Card Making Magic. Now I'll add the links into the description box below the video to all the products that I've used today. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please join me on the next one, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.